Hello, everybody. This is Mr. Wheeler and his organic farm with organic vegetables, and going to show you some more stuff, which you know I enjoy doing. Hey, look at what we're going to do here now. Is going to be a couple of things I want to show you all. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pick some. I'm going to pick some okra, right? And we may even do a video later. Oh, if you're wondering why my green hand, this is because okra's got spines. Even though this is a Clemson spineless okra, um, it still has spines, and it'll make you itch. It'll make you itch, and so it'll. I got snagged. So look at my okra. Look at my okra. Okay, and I got a whole bunch here. Okay, I mean it's just we're gonna go down here. We're gonna go down here real quick, and we're gonna pick some okra. And you know what we're gonna do with these guys? That's what we're gonna eat tonight. And I might even do one. I may do a cooking tonight. But this is what we do with okra. You got to pick them every single day. Every day you got to pick them, because this right there is number one. And 2 days from now, it ain't good for nothing. Then you let it get bigger, and then you save the seed, which I'm going to tell you about. But this is what we're going to be doing. Now, what I want to show you is, this is really important, is pick okra every day. Best size right there. And yep, someone said to me, "You eat those raw?" Oh, hell yeah. Excuse my language. Okay, so look, so this row here, see, it's doing okay. And at the very end, see how small they are? Nematodes.
We can't see from here.
Right.
We can't see. We got to go down there.
Yeah, we're going down further. And I'll show you why. On my farm, that's one big thing that I have a problem with, this nematodes. And it's really bad with okra and tomatoes. I mean, other crops too. And mainly when the soil is warm. In the wintertime, not nearly as bad. But this is what we do every day, okay? So now down here, from here, back, looks pretty good. From here down, gets wimpy. And what it is, it's freaking nematodes, right? And nematodes are this microscopic worm that gets in the roots, and it destroys the plant, the ability of the plant to absorb water and fertilizer and nutrients, and they just get stunted and then they die. Now, there's nematodes, there's two kinds. There's beneficial nematodes that eat bugs, especially bad bugs. And the other nematodes are the ones that get into the roots of the plant and really hurt it. So this is what we're going to do. Okay, so we're going to do this. We'll finish this down the road. But this is what I'm going to eat tonight. Okay, but now, I don't know if you all remember, but this was where my pink eyes were. You remember this? Remember this was full. And that plant was this big and all that stuff. I mowed it down the other day, right? And put down all that organic matter I was telling you about. Then I came and took some scraps and threw it all down here from my garden. And over here, you're going to see something that's funny. See this big old thing here? You know, it looks yucky. But this was, back in the springtime, I grew these little green round zucchinis. They're called rondinice, I think they call them, a French heirloom. Well, I had some that popped up as volunteers in my other field from last year, and they popped up as volunteers. And what I do, I killed around them. I let them do their thing, and they grew and they grew. I ate some, and they were wonderful. Well, some I let go. I just let them get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, and they got like that big. But then I went ahead and I dried them. I just let them on my patio for a couple more weeks. I cut into them. I took out hundreds and hundreds of seeds, which I'm going to plant next week at another field, right? And so volunteer plants are cool. And what I'm hoping is that because they survived, they came back from last year's crop, they grew volunteer, which means they like it here. And I'm going to keep that seed and plant it next year. And I'm going to plant some next week. as a late summer crop. But shows you save your seeds and then save the ones where the plants are the best. And those plants were tough as a rock. I got a friend who had a tomato plant. That plant didn't ever want to die. So he gave me some tomatoes off it and I saved them and I'm going to plant some of those. So, okay, now down here, this is why things don't always work out the way they should. Here's an okra, right? But what I'm going to show you is, I'm just going to pull one of these plants out of the ground. And I want to show you what nematodes do. Okay. You look real close. See all that right there? That's nematodes. And what it does, it swells up the leaves and makes the plant where it can't grow anymore. And it's very, very bad.
Talking about the little ball.
Oh, yeah. That's all swelling up. And so those parasites get in there, those little microscopic worms, and it makes the plant where it can't absorb nutrients and water, and then it gets wimpier and wimpier. I'm going to throw that in the garbage can. I'm going to have someone come out tomorrow and help me for an hour or two, and we're going to till this up, and I'm going to plant maybe cucumbers here, and then we're going to pull out all these okra right here, and I'm going to plant black-eyed peas, because black-eyed peas and pink eyes and cowpeas, they seem to be good with knocking down nematodes. So when I plant my carrots, which is one of my favorite, in the fall, which I'll be planting here sometime in September and October, depending on the weather, I can't believe it's going to be time to replant again. So here are some examples of what we're doing. Here's supper, and here's why sometimes gardening is tough. But I'll show you some more stuff. Now, let me grab a couple of these. I'm gonna put this in the garbage right here. Get rid of this. Like I always said, you put whatever comes out of the ground goes back in the ground. Well, we have sand spurs, we have disease plants really bad, and we have nematode plants. They do not go in the back in the ground. I'll fill up. Look, here's some more scraps, and here I got watermelon, I got some zucchini, I got tomatoes. It doesn't matter what it is. And then all the pink eyes. There's so many pink eye seeds down here. Look at all these guys here. So when I till this up tomorrow, if I get this guy come out and help me tomorrow, look at these little pink eyes. They're pink eye seeds. That's
are they gonna pop up?
It's gonna be totally green all over again in just a couple of weeks. And I won't spend a penny. But I'm gonna have volunteer cucumber plants, watermelon plants, zucchini plants, and if they look good, I'm gonna plant some cucumbers around them, right? But nope, that's actually gonna regrow. So,
and they'll produce.
Nice. As a matter of fact, I could have taken that row and chopped them down. I got a little hedge trimmer. I could have trimmed them down, and they would have revived, and I would have got another crop.
Nice.
So it's like free food.
That's a good hint.
Yes. Yeah, but once again, feed the soil, right? You can see it. Look at the seeds. Look at the seeds. Look at the seeds. I mean, I filled up a whole baggie full the other day. I dried them in my house, and they're ready to go. They're ready to go. So you can tell the difference between here's some plants that the nematodes haven't gotten to yet. Nematodes move very slowly, but
yeah, they're definitely 2 to 3 times bigger.
Oh yeah. And because I knew the nematodes were going to come, I stopped fertilizing. My organic fertilizer is too expensive just to throw it at something that's not going to work. That's going to poop out. But I still got lots of okra, lots and lots. And I'm going to show you some down here. I need to put these in a cooler. Normally I pick early in the morning, but it's late. Things happen today. But I'm going to finish picking these later on. But they got to go, when you pick vegetables, except maybe tomatoes, they got to go in a cool spot. So I'm going to go put them in this cooler real quick. There's some ice jugs in there. And come down here and come see my pride and joy, my bee maker. Look at my buckwheat. It's still doing good. And it's going to start making seed here pretty shortly. And then that seed, we will go ahead and what do you call it? We'll save the seed and we'll use a replant. Last year we didn't do it, so I had to buy seed this year. But no, it's getting ready to go to seed. You can't really tell, but it's getting ready to go to seed. But it's pretty. But it's, I guess all the bugs went to bed now. But it's normally just full of bees and wasps and all that stuff. There's one wasp. It's got a real long name, and I can't say it properly, so I don't want to embarrass myself. And then come down here, and I'm gonna show you something else. Oh, look what's happening down here. I see something that's called deer. Now this okra here, look how good it's doing. And because I used a lot of compost and a lot of chicken manure and scraps, I'm hoping that maybe the nematodes won't get them. Because you won't know until they get about so big, and then you can tell when they start to get yellow leaves. But so far, these looking really good, so I'll have a good crop. This looks terrible, but it's meant to be. It's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. I'm gonna see if I can see something down here. Let's see if there's something down here. Here's some black-eyed peas. Look, they're just starting. Oh, here's some. Here's some. I think some of these were just ones I threw away from last year. Seeds from last year. They're not ready yet, but they're almost ready. Look at these little guys. See, if you don't like them cooked, which some people don't, but these, look at these guys here. I think some of these were some pink eye from last year that I was just getting rid of seed. And you're doing a very good job shucking these. We've sat there for hours and shelled these things, but these are so good. Look at these little guys. I mean, they're number one quality, and they're just a cover crop, just something to keep the soil from dying out. They're an edible cover crop. And see what happened here, guys? Look at my buckwheat. Guess what came down here? A deer. They topped it off, and deer love my buckwheat. Oh, look at here. Oh, just so good. Now this guy here will be full. Let me get the stupid thing up. I need to leave it on, but too late now. Okay, and once you get good at this, you sit in on the patio, and you just shell these suckers. There's a little machine. But when I like to sell them to my chef friend up, there's one that got bit by a weevil. But look at how good these guys look.
Is that normal size? I mean, that thing's like 9 or 10 inches long.
Oh yeah, no. That's normal. It's normal. But this was all just planted just to cover the ground, and so that when I plant my winter crop. Remember last year when I did the tatsoi and I did the cabbages and the carrots? But this is what makes the soil good. Look at these guys. Look at that. It's not pretty. And it didn't cost me nothing, right? Didn't cost me nothing. So that's what we're doing now. But this is what deer do. You know, buckwheat's good for you, but I think the deer like buckwheat too. So I got to put my fence up, and I guess they came around this corner here and did that. Oh, look, I got one more watermelon. Oh, look at this. I'm so glad my watermelon's done. It's all going to get mowed down and tilled up, and we're going to plant more black eyes to feed the soil, because watermelon are heavy feeders. I got a friend that I promised a watermelon to and never got to him, but guess what he's getting? Guess what he's getting?
Hey, there's another one right there too.
No.
Be careful, Robert. Don't step on it.
Yeah. Look at this baby. And this is a real watermelon. It's got seed, it's sweet, and it's got flavor. So after you eat it, you're gonna go, my gosh, that's so good. Maybe I should get that one there too. Yep, my friend's gonna be so happy that I didn't forget about him. That's great, guys. Well, I know it looks like a junkie, and some things do good, some things do bad, But you've always got to keep trying to grow food. You know how many of these did we grow? We grew a bunch of these this year, and they were wonderful. So thank God we may actually cook something, but don't forget to like me. Don't forget to subscribe to me. And I'm going to do a video of my okra here today or tomorrow, and my spaghetti squash. Look at it's ready to eat, guys. Yo, take care. Bye-bye.